All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're diving into this absolutely wonderful guide called The Whimsical Home. It's all about how you can create a home that's totally unique and personal using things you find at thrift stores, flea markets, recycled stuff. Okay, let's get into it.
I love that the authors say this right up front. It really sets the tone. This isn't about giving you a strict set of rules. It's more like an invitation, a little nudge to spark your own imagination and make something that is 100% you.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The whole idea here is that your home can be more than just a place with furniture. It can be a storyteller, filled with character and history. And the best part? You can do it all without spending a fortune.
So, what is the whimsical home philosophy, really? Well, it's all about creating this incredible charm that, just can't be bought from a catalog. It comes from creativity and history.
Here it is, the core idea. A whimsical home is literally built from things that have a past. It's a style where your personality, your creativity, that's the most valuable thing you have. It really proves that a beautiful home is all about your imagination, not about your bank account.
And these are the principles to live by. First off, embrace vintage. When you buy secondhand, it's a total win-win. You save a ton of money and it's great for the planet. But the real fun is finding new, creative ways to use old things. And maybe most importantly, forget the rules. Mix styles, play with color, just have fun with it.
Okay, so we get the philosophy, but how do you actually do it? Well, the first step is learning to see the hidden potential in things that other people might just walk right past. It's all about the art of the hunt.
This is the #1 question, right? If you want to find all these amazing, one-of-a-kind pieces, where do you even start looking?
Turns out the answer is pretty much everywhere. Of course, you've got your thrift stores and online sites, but think bigger. Look for places that specialize in old building materials, for cool doors or windows. And hey, don't forget to ask your friends and family what they've got hiding in their garages. Seriously, you never know. Even the local scrap heap could be hiding your next masterpiece.
Now this is where you kinda have to retrain your brain. You're not just looking at a fruit crate anymore, you're seeing a really cool rustic side table. That old TV trolley? That's your new coffee table. It's this creative leap, seeing what something could be, that really defines this whole style.
Okay, so you've found your treasures. Now what? Well, this is where the real magic happens. Let's look at some super simple DIY transformations that, honestly, anyone can do, no matter what your skill level is. And what's so great about this style is that it's totally scalable. You can start with something incredibly simple, like pouring a little leftover paint into an old bottle to make a cool vase. Boom, done. Or, if you're feeling a bit more adventurous, you can create a custom-looking kitchen by just dressing up some basic IKEA cabinets.
Okay, this is such a brilliant, practical tip from the guide. Say you want a beautiful backsplash in your kitchen, but don't want to deal with tiles. Just use wallpaper. The secret sauce is this last step. You coat it with clear floor varnish a couple of times, and suddenly it's totally durable and splash-proof. What a great way to add personality.
Or how about this one? You can get a bag of concrete mix and use a couple of old plastic tubs to create these super chic industrial-style pots. I mean, the final result looks so expensive and professional, but the process is just so simple. It's the perfect weekend project. So, you've gone on the hunt, you've transformed your finds. Now for the final and maybe the most important layer, arranging everything to actually tell your story. This is all about composition, about putting it all together.
And this is such a crucial takeaway. The whole vibe of a room doesn't usually come from one big, expensive couch. No, it's created by all the little personal details that you've chosen and displayed with care. It's the sum of the parts.
And just look at some of these ideas. They're pure genius. Using a heavy old iron as a bookend? How cool is that? Or stretching a gorgeous piece of vintage fabric over a simple board to make instant wall art. Oh, and I love this one. Just hanging a bunch of colorful crocheted pot holders on the wall. These are the exact kinds of personal touches that make a space feel real, lived in, and totally yours.
And hey, this approach isn't just for little decorative items. You can apply the same thinking to bigger, functional stuff too. This chart shows how you could build a custom closet using basic lumber and a beautiful old door you found somewhere. It ends up being way more affordable and way more interesting than some boring flat-pack wardrobe.
Which brings us to our final and really our most important idea. Your home, your story. This is where everything comes together. the philosophy, the hunt, the DIY projects, to create something that is deeply personal.
And to prove this point, the guide walks us through 5 totally different homes that got this whimsical makeover. We're talking a seaside cottage, a city villa, even an old bed and breakfast. It just goes to show this isn't a one-size-fits-all look. It's an approach that you can adapt to any space to tell any kind of story. And this timeline just captures the whole magic of it perfectly. Think about it. An old door, probably headed for a landfill, is found, completely reimagined and transformed. It's given a whole new life, not just as a piece of furniture, but as the cool, story-filled centerpiece of a room, a bar counter with a past. In the end, it really all comes down to this classic saying, doesn't it? It's all about having the vision to see the beauty and the potential where other people just see junk. That's the core belief of every single thrifter and upcycler out there. So, I guess that leaves us with one last question to think about. With all these ideas swirling around, what forgotten items in your life could you give a new purpose to? What hidden treasures are just waiting out there for you to find? What story is your home going to tell?